This is Matthew Kratter from Bitcoin University. Today I want to talk about some easy ways to get your Bitcoin off of the exchange. You've probably heard this phrase, not your keys, not your coins. This is because ownership or control of your Bitcoin is determined by your ability to sign a transaction with your private keys. Bitcoin itself is not stored on any wallet. Rather, Bitcoin wallets are used to manage and store your private keys. Your actual Bitcoin is just a notation on the global ledger that's known as the Bitcoin blockchain. The problem is if you don't have your own private keys, then you need to ask permission to move your Bitcoin. If you leave your Bitcoin on Coinbase, for example, or any other exchange, i.e. they control the private keys to that Bitcoin, then you will always need to ask permission to move your Bitcoin or to ask for it to be withdrawn. You also risk losing your Bitcoin if that exchange gets hacked or the owner runs off with all the Bitcoin, as has happened numerous times over the past 15 years. You're also in trouble if the exchange is ordered by a government to freeze all user accounts. For example, if you had one Bitcoin on FTX, which was Sam Bankman-Fried's fraudulent exchange, there's a good chance that you'll get paid back $17,000 for one Bitcoin if you're lucky, rather than the full $70,000 that Bitcoin is worth today. You're actually really lucky to get anything, and we'll see how the bankruptcy plays out. Now, there are two easy ways to get your Bitcoin off of an exchange, and both use what is called a hot wallet. That is a wallet that is connected to the internet. Cold wallets, hardware wallets, cold storage is a much better long-term solution for holding your Bitcoin private keys, but too many people leave their Bitcoin on exchanges while they're procrastinating about getting a hardware wallet for cold storage. So what I'm going to show you in this video is two intermediate solutions. They're definitely better than leaving your Bitcoin on an exchange, but they're not as good as holding your own private keys on a hardware wallet offline where they cannot be touched. So the first solution is using the Sparrow wallet, which is available for desktop or laptop. I'll put a link in the description notes below. It's very important that you download it from the correct website. If you know how to do it as well, it's a good idea to verify the release. But as long as you're downloading it from the correct website, you should be fine. It's available for Mac, Mac OS, Windows, Linux, etc. So you just download it, install it. I'm using this on a Mac. And when you open it up the first time, the first thing you're going to want to do is go up to Preferences. It may actually ask you to do this during the setup, but if you ever want to change it, you go to Server, and then you can click Edit Existing Connection. We're going to be using a public server, a public Electrum server, so let's just use Blockstreams for today. We click Test Connection, and the only problem with this is you are leaking some privacy. Now, I trust Blockstream. It's probably okay, but as you become more advanced, what you can do is learn how to attach Bitcoin Core and also how to connect a private Electrum server, maybe using Umbrel or Start9 through an Electrum Rust solution like Electors, which is something I'm going to be talking about in my live class on Saturday. We'll talk about that later in this video. We can see after pressing Test Connection that we're now connected to one of the Blockstream nodes. So we'll just click Close. We can see from the yellow notification here that we are connected to Blockstream at height, block height 838,764. So the next step is we just go up here, we click New Wallet. Let's give this a name. We'll call it YouTube Test Wallet. We click Create Wallet, and we're creating, again, this is a hot wallet. We're going to call it a new or imported software wallet. We'll click right here. We're going to ask to use just 12 words as our backup, our recovery seed. We're going to click Generate New. Now you're going to want to write down these 12 words. These 12 words are basically a backup of your Bitcoin that can then be used with any wallet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick picture of this, and then, which is something you should never do, I'm just doing it for convenience. You want to make sure that this recovery seed, these 12 words, never touches online. So never send it in a text, never take a picture of it, never send it in email. I advise you to just write it down for now. And also don't use this wallet. This wallet has now been shared with the internet, so it's not safe to use. But I'm going to take a quick picture just to make it easy here to confirm the backup. So now we're going to click Confirm Backup. We've written down the words, so now I need to re-enter these words. So bear with me while I do that now. I've now re-entered my 12 words, so I'm just going to click Create Key Store, Import Key Store, and now we have a working wallet that's all set up. What we need to do is we just click Apply. We're not going to add a password to this. If you want to add a password, though, it's probably a good idea. This will encrypt the wallet itself, the software wallet on your computer. And so we can just do it here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I advise you use a little more complicated password than that. We'll click set password, and now we're all set. If you forget your seed, your recovery seed, we can always just click it right here, enter the password, and it will unlock it. It will show us our seed, and we can write that down again. Now, if we want to receive some Bitcoin, all we need to do is go to this receive tab, and here's a fresh Bitcoin address. And to get your Bitcoin off the exchange, all you really need to do is give them this address, and then they will send you your Bitcoin. I recommend only withdrawing Bitcoin from the exchanges in amounts that are greater or equal to 1 million Satoshis, and there are 100 million Satoshis in a Bitcoin, but for reasons which I'm not going to go into in this video that have to do with coming future transaction fees, it's a good idea not to withdraw more than less than 1 million Satoshis. So here's a Bitcoin receive address. That's all I need to do. Give that to Coinbase, give that to Kraken, give that to Swan, and I can have the Bitcoin sent to this wallet where I control the private keys. And when that happens, I will see the transaction here. Again, if I were to lose this wallet, if this computer were to be destroyed in a flood or a fire, something like that, as long as I have those 12 recovery words, those 12 words, that's all I need to recover the wallet. I can enter that into any other wallet, and all my transactions, all my transaction history and Bitcoin addresses will be there. So again, to withdraw your Bitcoin from the exchange, just give them a receive address here. After you use one address, you can click here and get the next address. So that's a desktop or laptop solution. The next thing I wanted to show you is a more mobile solution. One warning first though, do not visit any Telegram or Signal groups that pretend to offer customer support for Sparrow or Blue Wallet, which we're going to talk about. They're almost always scammers. And if you install the malware that they give you, if you follow any of their links, if you share your 12 words with them, your Bitcoin will be gone forever. And this is not a hypothetical attack. I've spoken with many people over the past few years who have lost their Bitcoin this way. If you share those 12 words or 24 words with anyone, your Bitcoin will be gone. So the next solution we're going to look at is a mobile solution. This is Blue Wallet, which you can download for iOS or for Android. And when you open it up, it looks like this. You just need to add a wallet. You click add now. You can see I've already done some stuff here. We'll just put a test wallet. You give it a name. This can be a Bitcoin wallet rather than a Lightning wallet. We click create. We need to write down our words here, our 12 words. I'm going to click I wrote it down. And now we have a mobile software wallet on our phone that we can use to take our Bitcoin off the exchange. I'll just click the wallet to select it. I'll click receive, and I'll click I have saved my backup phrase. And now here's a Bitcoin address and a Bitcoin QR code that I can use to receive Bitcoin onto this mobile wallet. Again, both of these solutions are hot wallets, they're software wallets, so they're not as good as cold storage, but they're definitely much better solutions than leaving your Bitcoin on an exchange. In fact, these mobile wallets like Blue Wallet, as long as no one takes control of your phone, I think they're relatively safe. As your Bitcoin stack continues to grow, you're going to want to investigate how to use a hardware wallet. This is really the gold standard for storing Bitcoin and keeping your private keys offline. I highly recommend the Blockstream Jade. That's a less expensive solution. And the premium solution really is a cold card. The Mark IV, for example, is a great product, a little bit more expensive. But what you do is after you order these, all you need to do is go to Sparrow. You can click New Wallet, and we'll just call this hardware. We click create wallet, and then you're just going to want to connect your hardware wallet either through USB or in a air-gapped manner using micro SD cards. If you want to use air-gapped, you can do this. For example, you can import the file from Coldcard. Connected hardware wallet, you would just connect like the Blockstream Jade through the USB port of your computer. I go into a little bit more depth how to do that in this video, which also talks about how to move your Bitcoin from a Ledger hardware wallet to a Jade hardware wallet, but the principles are the same in terms of setting up cold storage using a hardware wallet and pairing it with Sparrow Wallet. So watch this video first and follow along. Then if you want a little bit more hand holding, if you want to join an online community of Bitcoiners, go even deeper down the rabbit hole, learn through live classes. For example, I'm doing a Zoom live class this Saturday. This would be the next step. After you've exhausted all the free content that I have on YouTube, definitely check out the free content first. And then when you're ready to take the next step, you want a little bit more hand holding, or you want lectures, videos that show you all the details about how to set up your own node, connect it to Sparrow, and connect hardware wallets, do coin joins, buy non-KYC Bitcoin, build your own hardware wallets, set up your own do-it-yourself multi-sig solution, etc. I'd encourage you to take a look at my paid material. We've got the Ultimate Guide to Bitcoin course. We have the Bitcoin Forum where you can exchange notes and socialize with other Bitcoiners. And then we have the live classes, and we'll be holding the next live class this Saturday, April 13th. So definitely join before that if that's something you're interested in participating in. Otherwise, it will be, the live classes are always recorded, and so you'll be able to watch the recordings at a later time. But I encourage you to get your coins off the exchange. First experiment with Blue Wallet or Sparrow Wallet, and after you've done that, move on to hardware wallets. But today is the day to get your coins off the exchange. Don't procrastinate any longer, or you risk losing your coins as people did who are on Mt. Gox, who are on FTX, who are on Quadriga, and many of the other scammy exchanges. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.